Welcome, everyone. Hi, I'm Tracy, and this is Bariatric Yoga. I'm so glad that you have decided to join and make some time in your day for yourself, for practicing yoga. I love yoga for that reason that it is just a practice and it meets us wherever we are in that practice. I'm so grateful for that. My yoga practice has been, oh my goodness, maybe, twice a month. And so when I was preparing to come today, I was so grateful that my practice meets me right there. So join me, please, in just an easy seat, which can look like just about anything, which is so great. So you can be on your couch, you can be in a chair, you can be on the floor in a crisscross applesauce, or perhaps even deer legs or legs straight out. We'll be here for the first half of our practice today. So join me. And I always like to start with just an invitation to bring in the sense of smell into our practice. So if you're here in the studio, I have some bergamot and cedar wood. If you're interested, just palms up and I'll come around and sprinkle a little bit. If you're at home, an invitation to pause the video. I heard Linda say she was making dinner, so she might have some wonderful smells already happening all around. But just to invite that sense of breath and smell into your environment. So, some bergamot, yes? Awesome. And just wave it all around. And yogis, it's here with this invitation of smell that we can begin to connect in our easy seat with our breath. And that's how we'll begin today, is with pranayama, our breath practice. And today's breath practice will use the ujjayi breath, which is an audible sound. To me, it sounds just like the ocean. And it's created by restricting the back of the throat just a little bit to create a smaller passageway for the air to flow in and out. And it slows down the breath. Today's breath will be a counted breath. I'll do the counting, you do the breathing. It's a 4 count in, a hold at the top for 4, and then an exhale that's a little longer. It's a count of 6. This is to slow down the heart rate and also the mind. We'll begin by placing the hands on the hips. The palms will face down, shoulders nice and relaxed, and closing off the eyes, or at least a gentle gaze down towards the earth, sealing off the lips, and checking your seat, making sure you're nice and comfortable with a tall, straight spine, shoulders are away from the ears. And a natural breath in and out to prepare. And from the bottom, beginning with that ujjayi breath, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, breathing out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, last round, breathing in. 3, 4, and hold at the top. 3, 4, and letting go of all the breath all the way to the bottom. Beautiful. And relaxing the hands, palms facing up in the lap. Natural breath in and out. Beautiful. And for the second round of pranayama, we'll bring the hands underneath the armpits, palms facing down, thumbs underneath the armpits, and the elbows will be as high as the shoulders. Beautiful. Slight smile on the face, closing off the eyes. One natural round of breath in and out to prepare. And from the bottom, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, last round, taking breath in all the way to the top and hold it there. Very good. And gently letting the air all the way out. Beautiful. Palms come to rest in the lap, facing natural breath in and out. And the last round, the hands will raise all the way up to the sky and then fold at the elbows, and the palms will come to rest on the back with the pinkies touching. The elbows are facing straight up to the sky. Slight smile on the face, closing off the eyes, sealing the lips, and a natural breath in and out to prepare. And beginning at the bottom, Ujjayi breath, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold. 2, breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last round. Breath in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and release. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Bringing the palms to rest in the lap, face up. Keeping the eyes closed, yogi. Notice how you feel on the inside. Natural breath in and out. And it's here that we grab a hold of a Sat Nam, an I am statement, connecting with something that's resonating right now. I am okay. I am strong. I am resilient. I am breathing. Come up with one of your own or borrow one of mine. Use this Sat Nam throughout the practice today and anytime as a mantra to return to. And now with some movement in our practice, we'll begin by just tickling the earth, opening the eyes gently, and checking in again with that spine, nice and tall. The head is over the heart and the heart is over the hips. And we'll begin by just swaying, beginning to move the fluid around in the spine and really letting the arms go, just swaying back and forth, back and forth. Nobody's looking, just let it go. Letting go of anything you might have brought with you to your practice. You can drop it right here. It'll be here when we're done. You can pick it back up or not. And when you're ready, we're going to make an opposite hand and knee connection for a spinal twist. It doesn't matter which knee you do, we're going to do both. So when you're ready, find a connection between your hand, opposite knee, and grab a hold. And it's here you're going to use the breath. On the inhale breath, we're going to grow tall in the spine. And on the exhale breath, we're going to send some energy between your hand and knee where this connection is made. Keeping that energy alive, sending it through the fingertips, and also taking a peek over the back shoulder. It's on the in-breath that we prepare to deepen a little bit more into the stretch. Don't push too much. And also, yogi, take the opportunity to check in with the lower part of the body, letting go, not holding on to any tension there. The stretch is really in the spine and through the shoulders and the arm. Concentrating your mind's eye on your breath in and also back out. And as soon as you are ready, releasing the hand and knee connection slowly and beginning to sway. Noticing when you do what that feels like. Oof. And just warming the muscles up on both sides of the body and then making the opposite hand and knee connection. If you don't remember which one you did, you'll be able to tell when you get there. Making that opposite hand and knee connection and then taking a breath in, growing tall through the spine, the crown of the head, and then sending energy all the way down the spine through the tailbone and also through the fingertips and taking a peek over the back shoulder. On the in-breath, we really take the attention to the breath. And on the exhale, we let go of any tension we're holding on to in the lower part of the body and let go into the stretch. One more breath in And on the exhale breath, release the hand and knee connection and begin to sway. And check in. Do you feel more equanimity in the body? And then beginning to find some stillness. We'll tickle both sides of the earth again. And then we're going to take the left leg and send the left leg long on the mat. And on your next incoming breath, send your hands east and west, growing tall with the spine and the hands for our Ardha Hastasana, our seated upward salute. And then we're going to turn the torso to the extended leg. And with the most beautiful smile on an exhale breath, we're going to do a forward fold, keeping the center of the body the hinging point, and hovering the hands just above gravity so that they don't touch the earth, keeping some tension in the center of the body. And on an inhale breath, sending the fingers long and rising back up. Beautiful. Exhale breath. We're going to forward fold back over the leg. And then yogi, your choice to stay here for the next 3 breaths and stretch deep into the forward fold, or to continue to build the abdominal muscles. And on the in-breath, coming back up into your upward salute, Ardha Hastasana, and on the exhale breath, keeping a nice, beautiful tension in the center of the body and not coming down to the ground. Beautiful. Inhale breath will grow tall again, using the abdominal muscles to bring you back up. And then exhale, forward fold once again. Beautiful. Inhale breath will bring us up one more time. Giving some breath and space through the shoulders, and on the exhale breath, forward fold. We'll do one more. If you're choosing to stay here in this beautiful stretch, let your body deepen on the exhale. Inhale breath, reach the fingers long. Keep the energy active through the fingertips. And on the exhale breath, lead with the chest. Yogis, everyone, bring the palms of the hands down to the earth. And deepen into the stretch on your next exhale breath. And then gently roll the back up one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Making your body back to center. And then drawing the leg back in, soles of the feet will come to touch, and we'll send the right leg out. Beautiful. Inhale breath, grow tall with the spine. On the exhale breath, really root your sits bones down into the earth. Checking the head is over the heart is over the hips. And inhaling both hands east and west. The inhale breath takes us tall, and on the exhale breath, rotate the torso and a beautiful forward fold over the extended leg. Choice here, yogis, to stay and stretch, or on your next incoming breath, grow tall and work the abdominal muscles. Growing tall, reach as high as you can on that in-breath. And on the exhale breath, tuck the belly button into the spine and forward fold, hinging there at that center point. Hovering just above that gravity line. Exhale, breath out. Your next incoming breath, energy through the fingertips, reaching, feeling the side stretch, working all these muscles at the same time. Exhale, breath, folding once again. Not touching the ground. Inhale, breath, reaching and stretching up. And one more forward fold. Beautiful. And this time, yogi, let the hands make their way all the way down. And find yourself breathing in one more time, and on the exhale, really deepen into the stretch. And then rolling up one vertebra at a time. Bringing the soles of the feet to meet into a butterfly asana, and then let the wings go. That was a deep stretch on both legs. Beautiful. And then extending both legs long, and then shaking them out, maybe placing the hands behind you. And then we'll do this one more time. Inhale, both arms out wide. And then yogis, a forward fold here is going to feel so good. Oh. Go only as far as you like, and then let the hands make their way all the way down to the earth. Holding here for as long as you like, as many breaths in and out as feels necessary for you. Making your way back up in your own time. We're going to find that easy seat once again for some neck stretches. Ooh, actually, I feel like some cat-cows might be good here. What do you think? All right, let's make the hands find both knees, not opposite knees this time. Right hand, right knee, left hand, left knee. Ooh, okay. Let's take an in-breath, and on our inhale breath, we're going to cow this thing. We're going to look up at the sky, push the belly button and chest forward. Oh, that feels so good. And on the exhale breath, push everything out, tuck the chin down into the chest, roll the shoulders forward, push the back out, really roll everything in. And then on your incoming breath, really bring all the breath into the chest, push the heart space open, roll the shoulders back, look up at the sky, really arch the spine, and then blow everything out. Use the knees and the hands to give yourself some support. Roll your shoulders forward, tuck your chin. Take a glance down at your belly button. And then one more time, take a breath in. Push everything out, roll the shoulders, and from here, just roll everything around the barrel. Just push everything around and out, rolling around on your couch. You can even tip over if you like. We can be the tipping cow. I never did that, just so you know. Never tipped a cow. And just get all the cricks and the crevices that didn't get a stretch yet. And then we'll find some stillness. Oh, that feels so good. Ooh. And connection with the breath. Ooh. Okay, yogis, when you're ready, we'll just stretch both hands. Say hello to your mat or your couch. And we're going to drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Beautiful. And then send the left arm long, bring it up, wrap it over the head. And I like to take my fingers and wrap them around my ears. We're just adding a little extra support here for a beautiful stretch. You can walk the right fingers out on your mat or sofa or bed, wherever you are, and you'll feel the difference automatically. Take a few silent rounds of breath. And then on an inhale breath, release the hand from the head. And on an exhale breath, make the head's way back to center. And then we'll take the right ear to the right shoulder and inhaling the right hand up and around the head. Beautiful. Just a little bit of pressure. Walking the fingertips out adds to the stretch. Breath in and out, checking the lower part of the body, making sure you're not holding on to any tension. On the in-breath, release the hand, and on the exhale breath, returning the head to center, dropping the chin down to the chest. Inhaling both hands up high to the sky, interlacing the fingertips at the top, allowing the hands to find the nape of the neck. Applying just a bit of pressure there. Perhaps the elbows might come to kiss in the front. And one round of breath here might feel a little tight. Releasing the fingers, letting the hands fall back down to the ground. The head will make its way back through center and continue by glancing up to the sky. The spine will make its way nice and straight. And then the head will automatically just begin to make its way all around the axis. Rolling in one direction and then all the way around in the opposite. Beautiful. This connection with your breath and intentional stretching is the best stress reliever ever. Okay, Yogi, we're going to make our way into a standing position. You can follow my lead or make your way there on your own. We're going to start in table and just finding a good firm table. I want to talk about two energy locks that we can create in the body. The first one is at the belly button. It's called Uddiyana Bandha in Sanskrit. And it's just this beautiful energy lock that simply occurs by taking the belly button into the spine. So helpful. And the second one is at the very base, at our root chakra, and just pulling the pelvic floor up to meet the belly button. You'll feel it automatically. Locking those two places creates lots of stability and balance. Oh, I did want to do some bird dogs. So this is a great place to start. So if you have any knee problems, you might double up on your mat. I'm going to do that really quick. Or if you have something that you use for your knees, we'll be here for just a few minutes to do some balancing on our hands and knees with bird dog. And beginning by just lifting, first finding your good strong table with those two energy locks. And we'll begin by lifting the right leg in bird dog before we go into our full bird dog. So we're going to lift just the right leg and keep a flex in your foot and find a nice gaze down to the earth. And just holding the leg here for one round of breath in and out. Good. And on your next incoming breath, really stretch the leg, and then as you exhale, round the spine and bring the knee into the chest. And then on your next breath in, push the leg back out through the heel. Good. Exhale breath brings the knee into the chest. And the inhale breath extends the leg. Beautiful. Two more. Breath out brings the knee in. And on the inhale breath, extend through the heel of the foot. One more. Exhale out. Bring the knee into the chest. And exhale through the heel. Sorry, inhale. And then put the knee down. Good. Find your firm table. Breath in and out. Inhale breath will lift the leg and push through the heel. Good, and hold for one round of breath to find your balance. Good. Exhale breath, we're going to bring the knee into the chest. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bring the knee into the chest. And inhale, extend. And exhale, bring the knee in. And on the inhale breath, extend the leg long. Exhale breath brings the knee into the chest. And on the exhale breath, extend. Excellent. And bring the knees back, both back down into our full table. Good. All right, full bird dog. We'll lift the opposite hand and leg. So beginning with the right leg and the left hand. Doesn't really matter. We're going to do both sides. So one breath to prepare in and out. On the inhale breath, we'll extend, lifting opposite hand and knee, the pinky down to the earth and a flexed foot. Create the most balance. Those two energy locks. And on an exhale breath, we'll draw the elbow and the knee together. Gravity always wins here, yogis. And it's on an inhale breath that we'll extend. The exhale breath will bring the elbow and the knee together in the center. And on the exhale breath, push everything out. And exhale breath brings it in together. And inhale, lengthen. Beautiful. One more. Inhale breath, the knee and the elbow come together. And on the inhale breath, we'll lengthen and grow long. Beautiful. Making our way back down to our table. Excellent, yogis. Beautiful. One round of breath. And now the other side. Inhale breath will lengthen, lifting the leg in opposite hand, the pinky down and the foot is flexed. Beautiful. Exhale breath will bring the elbow and the knee into the center of the body. And on the inhale, we'll lengthen and grow long. Exhale breath, come together in the center. Beautiful. Take some breath in and grow long, pushing through the heel of the foot. Energizing through the fingers. Exhale breath, coming together in the center. And inhale breath, filling with oxygen to hold steady. And on the exhale breath, coming together in the center. Last one, make it count. Excellent. And on your exhale breath, make your way to the middle. And then back down to table. Beautiful. Okay, let's connect our toes in the back and the hips make their way to the heels for child's pose. Ooh. Might roll out the wrists. Ooh, beautiful, yogis. Ooh. All right, when you're ready, we're going to make our way back to table and then to downward dog, but take your time. Going to tuck the toes under and then gently lift the hips. Ooh. Generous bend in the knees might feel good. Stay there as long as you like. Pedal out your dog. You can walk your dog if you'd like. Or you can take a look up at your hands and walk your feet to meet. And then hang out in a forward fold. Little ragdoll might feel nice here. Oh, this is our first inversion. Now, hanging upside down is vital to create some confusion in the blood system. Getting the blood to move and flow in a different direction. Whether you invert this way, or also we'll do this laying down. Laying down and getting the feet up in the air. My yoga teacher says that I should do it every day. Whew. Okay, yogis. We're going to just do a few half sun salutations. So, planting the feet and coming to a halfway lift on an inhale breath. Exhale, making your way back into your full forward fold and then rooting your feet on your inhale breath and coming to rise, sending the hands east and west all the way up to the top. Beautiful. And on your next breath in, just make your way all the way back down to a forward fold. Inhale, breath, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, forward fold. Next in breath, root your feet and rise one more time. Ardha Hastasana, our upward salute. Exhale, breath, make your way all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root the feet and send the hands east and west, up high to the sky. Beautiful. And then let the hands just slowly make their way all the way down into our Tadasana, our mountain pose. And yogis, let's plant a tree, and it is fall. So let's see if we can make like a tree and leave. No, I don't want to leave. So whichever foot you would like to plant first, find some solid ground and activate your foot by really sticking and staying, finding all four corners of the foot, and then deciding whether you would like your branch to be low, down on the ankle, or on the calf, or if you would like to make your way all the way to the inner side of the thigh. And that belly button lock, Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha, holding those and finding a dristi, something to keep steady in your gaze, and then it's the fall. So the leaves are falling off camera, but your trees are beautiful. So wherever you are, have the leaves going, holding steady, and then falling because gravity always wins. When you feel complete on one side, you can switch to the other foot and plant your tree there. The connection between the energy locks in the body, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, hold the body steady and allow me to hold an asana. So the point is really not to look cute in a tree pose, but more to connect my breath and focus my gaze and move around in the asana while using what I have already in my body, which is such a beautiful thing. I don't want to take a ton of time, but when you have time on your own to use these energy locks in the body and your breath, which is always with you, to practice the yoga. And then whenever you're ready, I say that whenever you're ready, but then I move on and I'm like, come on, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna make our way back down to the ground. And if you'd like to do that with me, we're gonna do star, and then we're gonna do goddess squat, and then we're gonna do star, and goddess squat, and one more star, and goddess squat. And then we're gonna make our way all the way down to the ground. Good, perfect. All right, find your way to your back. One vertebra at a time, maybe. And yogis, we're going right to that inversion I talked about. We're going to take both feet up into the air. If you're at home, you can throw them up against a wall, which is so easy. It doesn't require any muscles. If you're here in the studio, you can grab a block and get them up even higher by putting a block up underneath the sacrum. Oof. This is the best asana. No others in yoga. Waterfall. Ooh, I love it because it doesn't require a ton of effort, and it's so good for the body. Sends the blood flow that has been stagnant and running down this direction all day long takes that blood flow and sends it in the other direction. It's great for inflammation. It's great for every possible ailment that I have in my legs. I have terrible restless legs. This is phenomenal for my restless leg syndrome. We're just going to stay here for 5 rounds of breath. So, opportunity, invitation to close off the eyes and return to that ujjayi breath, ocean breath. Breathing in and out. And in and out. What was your Satnam?
My instrument.
Beautiful. And gently bending at the knees, allowing the soles of the feet to make their way back down to the earth. Extend the knees long and find your Shavasana, your corpse pose. Allowing the body to completely and totally relax. The legs flop open. The palms can be up if you have some energy to give. Palms can be face down to the earth if you need to receive some energy. The eyes are closed and the lips are sealed. And the breath begins to be the center of attention. Taking breath in through the nostrils, feeling the cold air as it makes its way to the very top, just behind the eyebrows. It takes a U-turn there and makes its way down the throat, into the lungs, down into the stomach. You can feel on the inhale breath the stomach rise with the breath. You can feel the lungs expand on the in-breath. On the exhale breath, you can feel the oxygen swirling around the nose and leaving the body as a completely different entity. Shavasana, where our body's memory absorbs the practice of connecting the breath with movement. Something we don't do during the day. We just move and breathe. But you, for the past 40 minutes, took the time to breathe in synchronicity with the movement of your body. You may not remember, but your body does. Take the time, T-I-M-E, things I must earn, for 5 more intentional breaths in and also out on your own. Follow the breath. a slight smile on your face. Begin to stretch from the very tips of your toes and your fingers, all the way through your feet and your hands, to your calves and your arms, your thighs and your hips, and your torso, your shoulders and your chest, all of the little tiny muscles in your face. Take one last big breath in, and then blow everything out, knowing that the peace and calm you feel now, you can invite in at any time. Gently rolling to one side or the other. Making your way back into a seated position whenever you're ready. And we'll just take one last breath together. Breathing in, sending the hands east and west, a big deep stretch. Palms may come together at the top or not. Yogis, please know, the light in me bows and honors the light in you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Okay.